The need of continuing space exploration.
What is space exploration? Space exploration investigation by means of crewed and uncrewed spacecraft of the reaches of the universe beyond Earth's atmosphere and the use of information to increase knowledge of the cosmos and benefit humanity.
Development of technology in space exploration. 11th century, Chinese invented gunpowder and used primitive rockets in battles. On 1609, first telescope used in the field of astronomy by Galileo Galilei. On 1957, first satellite USSR Sputnik 1. On 1961, first human to orbit Earth Yuri Gagarin aboard USSR Vostok 1. On 1969, first human to set foot on the moon, Neil Armstrong, US Apollo 11. On 1973, first Jupiter flyby, US Pioneer 10. On 1981, first flight of US Space Shuttle Columbia. On 1989, first Neptune flyby, US Voyager 2. On 1990, US launched Hubble Space Telescope from Space Shuttle Discovery. On 1996, Malaysian satellites Measat 1 and 2 launched. 2000, Malaysian first microsatellite Tungsat 1 launched. 2002, National Space Agency Angkasa Negara established. 2011, construction of International Space Station ISS completed.
Applications of technology in space exploration and their importance. The first application is space telescope. Now let's see the development of the telescope. Sextant. The astronomical sextant is used to measure the altitude of stars. Galileo's telescope. Galileo's telescope became the most widely used astronomical instrument. Hubble Space Telescope. Hubble Space Telescope was placed in an orbit 500 km from the surface of Earth. The Spitzer Space Telescope. The Spitzer Space Telescope detects very distant activities in space. Radio Telescope. Apart from optical telescope, radio telescopes are also used to detect radio waves from space. The second application is rocket. Rockets are used widely in space explorations. When the fuel in a rocket burns, hot gases are released at high speed through the bottom of the rocket. The release of these gases produces a force which pushes the rocket upwards. And these are the rockets that used to send humans to space. So, the third application is satellite. The first satellite Sputnik 1 was sent to outer space in 1957, and this is the photograph of weather satellite GOES-16, which will gather data on solar flares. The fourth application is space probe. Do you guys know what is space probe? A space probe is a spacecraft that gathers information and sends it back to Earth. Space probes do not orbit Earth like satellites but travel further into and out of the solar system. Space probes carry cameras and remote sensing instruments as well as radio transmitters and receivers for the purpose of communicating with scientists on Earth. And that photograph shows space probe Cassini. One more thing guys, in 2017, space probe Cassini was still active orbiting Saturn even after 20 years in space. The last application is remote sensing. Remote sensing is a method of gathering and recording information from a distance. In Malaysia, remote sensing instruments are fit to Tiong SAT first to receive or detect visible, ultraviolet and infrared lights produced by objects on the surface or below the surface of Earth. The information gathered by Tiong SAT first is then sent to two data receiving stations at the National Planetarium Station, Federal Territory of Kuala Lumpur, and the Mission Control Station, which is MCGS, Bangi, Selangor. Photograph shows the pattern and movement of clouds taken from TuneSat first remote sensing camera. Remote sensing technology is used in various fields in daily life as follows. Agriculture, to detect suitable regions for agriculture development. Geology, to detect locations such as mineral sources, mass depletion and land depletion. Disaster management, to identify pollution and forest fires. Defense, to detect intrusion of enemy ships, aircraft and vehicles.
Space exploration allows us to prove or disprove scientific theories developed on Earth. Studying the solar system, for example, has brought us insight into such phenomena as gravity, the magnetosphere, the atmosphere, fluid dynamics, and the geological evolution of other planets. Human space exploration helps to address fundamental questions about our place in the universe and the history of our solar system. Through addressing the challenges related to human space exploration, we expand technology, create new industry, and help to foster a peaceful connection with other nations.
Moving on to the next slide about satellite. The first satellite, Sputnik 1, was sent to outer space in 1957. There are 5 types of satellites that are commonly known by everyone. The first one is weather satellite, which helped to collect information like temperature, pressure, and wind direction. And the second satellite is telecommunications one. This one transmits radio waves for television communication, telephone communication, live telecasts, and internet applications. And the third satellite is military satellites. This strengthens national security by providing information about potential threats. And the fourth satellite is environmental satellite. This one observes landscapes and looks for resources. And the fifth satellite is navigation satellite. This helps to guide the navigation for ships or aircraft. Without wasting any time, shall we move on to the next slide? Yes. Importance of space exploration in the global context and local context. Okay. The first importance is to understand more about the universe. And the second importance is to increase the quality of life. Thank you.